Hey everyone! Okay, so today we're going to talk about a checklist that you can do to check in with yourself about how you feel. That's what I like to do, and from my perspective, I think that this is one of the most valuable things that you can do to stay on track with yourself. And, sometimes we get wrapped up in fighting to be right, okay? And sometimes, almost always, it's more important to feel better than be right. And we can get wrapped up in this with people that are always pushing just to get us to react. And that just goes back to getting back into alignment with yourself. So, you can do this checklist, and I really enjoy this because you can use it anywhere, even if you don't have a pen and paper. But maybe grab a pen and paper because this is very helpful. So, the questions that you want to ask yourself for like a low frequency is ask yourself if you're feeling drained or tired or depleted and just, like that heavy feeling. Sometimes I like to use the analogy of, when you're at the computer too long, like doing this and like hunched over, or if you're taking exams, or going for a really long road trip where you haven't gotten out of the car in a long time and probably haven't drank enough water. Airplane, hold on. Welcome to Key West. So just ask yourself, are you okay? Are you feeling drained and tired, depleted, just right? Or if you're feeling down or depressed. So it's important to know that you're allowed to feel. We are all allowed to feel. I'm allowed to feel my sad, depressed emotions. If you stay there too long, though, it's going to take over, and then you're going to have to work harder to pull yourself out. And so that's something to be mindful of. You want to ask yourself, do I find myself immediately reaching for something like that's maybe going to make me feel better? Because it's that like desperation to just fix it really fast instead of just hold on. I used to do this a lot where like if I wasn't feeling good, I would just like go out and about and try to find somebody to meet up with or something like that. Some people just eat all kinds of crazy food, or these types of just knee-jerk reactions are things that it's okay to act on them if that's what works for you, but give yourself a second to go. Take a deep breath in through your nose for 4 seconds, hold it for 4, let it out for 4, hold for 4, okay? That's that box breathing. It works really well. Do this before you ask yourself these questions, because it allows you to just get back right into the center. And then you ask yourself, are you frustrated, angry, just feeling agitated and maybe really pushy? Are you ready to just, there's nothing wrong with these feelings, but a lot of times we go into anger to avoid being sad. So just, get angry. You're allowed to do that. Just do it safely and don't stay there for too long. Otherwise, that's 17 seconds. And even days can go by where suddenly you just are attracting all this stuff. So this is why it's good to check in with yourself. Just, and then the other thing that's really important is asking yourself, do you feel the need to tell someone, like all of this stuff about your life, which I've struggled with in the past, to validate how you feel? Because a lot of times when you're feeling bad or you're getting gaslit, or, you're just so wrapped up emotionally in this, it's hard to stay on track and understand how you feel and why, because you get wrapped up in all the little particles that are just like, you kind of feel like are attacking you, right? So don't rely on other people to validate you. One of the hardest things you're going to do, because by this I mean, don't go and talk with just everybody. Find the core people that can sit with you and go, hey, I love you so much, but you might have been in the wrong here, or you're not doing anything wrong. You're still responsible for choosing to listen to that or not, and you can decide that, but you really have to go within and ask yourself these things, because it's the world lens that other people are going to give you advice on, and I'm going to do a whole video on that, so I'm not going to go too deep in there, but make this checklist and then go about it and see what works for you. The other thing that I would do is do the high frequency, high vibe checklist, right? So this is really important, and this is the thing that I like to lean into mostly, always have since I was a little girl. Ask yourself if you're feeling like excited and energized and inspired. Ask yourself if you feel happy, and the things about this is, if the answer to that is no, this is when you should find the things that do bring that. And again, don't go to that knee-jerk reaction of, I gotta find somebody really fast to talk to and vent to. It doesn't work. And not only that, but then you're bringing that energy to someone else. I've learned that the hard way. It's not the way to go. So again, this is all, you're going to learn all of this in your own time. You know, that's what I've had to do. And, you know, I've had a tendency to overshare with people because I genuinely care about people and I just want to make things right. But that rushed feeling, reel it in, reel it in. You can't fix everything. You can't change everything all at once, and you not on your outer world, but you can inside, and that's where it starts. But ask yourself too, do you feel centered and content? And it takes a minute to get there. Meditation helps with this. Ask, you know, do I feel more empowered and do I feel more positive and determined? And, you know, I can answer this for myself, yes, right now. During one of the harder moments in my life that I've been through, this is what's kept me on track, is identifying the things that align with the healthy life I want to live. So, you know, you can create a point system for this, or you can do like little stars or happy faces or your emojis or whatever, and just kind of compare the two and then just use that as your guidance. So that is the best thing that I can give for you from my perspective and experience in what's worked for me. And with practice, even if it's just a little bit every day, every little bit helps. So I hope that helps you guys. Don't forget to go out there and weigh the positives and the negatives and keep that in your heart. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah.